All right, y'all. So we have Gekishin Squadron's next patch notes early. Huge shout out to your boy Mike and the creator program. This is not my initial reaction to these. If you want to see my initial thoughts when it comes to these, I would highly recommend checking out Mike's video. I'm gonna go ahead and link it in the comment section and also the description. But I have seen these for a bit of time and I've pretty much formulated my thoughts on this. I mean, my thoughts right now are very similar to what it was at the end of the video, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about things. I would also recommend checking out Mike's video if you want to see any of the win rates and pick rates. I'm not really gonna focus on that here, but that does show you why they came to a decision for a lot of these things, and I'll mention it once or twice as we get to some of these characters. But this patch is pretty small. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. We're gonna go ahead and take a look here at the buff, which the only buff we have in this patch is Android 17. So only Android 17 has gotten a buff here, which is a bit unfortunate. Now, I didn't really expect a huge patch because of the fact that, again, I think that there is the World Championship that is happening in like what? 2 weeks. The 22nd of August is when the World Championships is, if I'm not mistaken. So that is literally in 2 weeks from now. I don't think they want to massively change the game in any way, which, you know, is fair. But okay. So Android 17 gets his skill 1 cooldown decreased from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. That's fine. I don't really think that's anything like too crazy. It's like, oh, you know, we'll take that. The skill 1 could be useful for reverting the buffs to debuffs on like any ability that allies give their or enemies give their allies or enemies apply to themselves. So having it available more often like that, I think is good. But like it's just fine, right? You know, like I don't think this is really too crazy. Barrier Knuckle, duration of stagger effect when reactivated with passive was increased from 1 to 1.25 seconds. That again is just okay. I don't really think this does anything. The thing about 17 skill 2 is, I don't really like it. I think 17 skill 2, the range is very tiny. And honestly, if I was going to do anything to 17, I feel like I would switch the stagger to just the initial reaction. And then if you reactivate it, they apply movement speed down debuff as well. I think that would be actually good because then, okay, you know, you don't have to use your infinite energy reactor to apply the stagger. And I know like obviously this is a big ability, but like many of these technicals just stagger without having to utilize things like that. I mean, obviously Gohan just applies that effect in order to stagger someone on any of his skills. Frieza just has the bind. Kid Buu just has his grab. Plus movement speed down hit obviously does just stagger. Gotenks, you know, just staggers under skill 1. Goku Black, especially this boy, just staggering you all the time with his grab plus his zones. Like, I think we could give 17 his stagger on just the skill 2, and I don't even think it'd be broken at this point. Like, it would be fine. Like, it doesn't really do too much. I don't like his skill 2 because you want to save his additional skill reaction for this. Now this buff looks really nice to me and pretty promising. So you gain an increase in additional HP with skill 3, and it is quite a lot. We see 450 HP in skill 1, then 500 additional HP on a skill level, or skill level 1 is what I meant. And then at skill level 2 and 3, you get 500 additional HP. This is really promising. And I think that, again, you got to keep in mind, when you reactivate this with the barrier, you gain the same effect plus movement speed up. Again, we take a look here. Movement speed up will also be applied. That makes a skill 3 really good because if you're talking about reactivating the skill, I mean, it gets pretty crazy, right? So let's say skill 1, you reactivated it, you used to get 3600 defense, or at skill level 1 is what I'm trying to say. Then at skill level 2, or I can't talk. At skill level 1, you double activate it. You get 3600 defense. At skill level 2, you get 4500 defense now. Then at skill level 3, you get 6000 HP instead of 5,000. I said defense, but I meant to say additional HP because I'm kind of stupid when how I say things. I just woke up low key. But you gain so much extra HP, and that is gonna help quite a lot. That's a whole skill or 2 extra at level 3. Like that's 1,000 extra additional HP. I think that's really good. And then you consider he also has his ultimate when you're in pinches as well. I mean, this helps him out quite a lot. I think this also unfortunately helps out tower chipping to an extent though. Like if you think about, you know, pushing in for a tower and just getting chips on a tower, 17 was actually pretty decent at doing that for a while. Then of course we had the tank chip meta come in, and now though you can have 17 to, you know, provide support to your Bardock who's trying to escape and give movement speed up. But that's really it. That's like the only thing. I think overall this is a net good change for 17. Now let's talk about some of these nerfs here. If I can just see this here. I guess, you know, we could just see. Hit. His skill 3 duration was adjusted. So it used to be 3 seconds at level 1, 5 seconds at level 3, or 5 seconds level 2, and then 8 seconds level 3. Now it's 4 seconds across the board. I think that is a pretty big, like, nerf to hit. I don't think this completely majorly, like, he's useless now gutted, but oh my god, I think the amount of precision you need to play with hit now, and the amount of, like, decision making on top of what you already had to do with this guy is through the roof now. I think that, like, if you make a single mistake with hit now, what does he do? Like, you don't have any room for error. That's the thing. I really thought that the skill 3 nerf that they gave to hit before, I thought that was good. That to me was fine. I don't think hit needed another nerf, even though he could be a very good character. That's if you play him very well. But now they overdid it, man. Like, at the 4 seconds is way too short, bro. Now I don't even think there's a reason to even invest in skill 3 at this point, obviously. But man, like 4 seconds is what we're giving this boy. Again, we'll see what the good hit players look at this like, but I bet you they are very upset. I don't think hit needed this nerf. Like, you know, just retroactively looking at it. First, majorly undeserved hit nerf, I think, you know, because the skill 2 nerf was obviously very annoying. But again, they needed a nerf in skill 3, but they did that already. Like, they nerfed it perfectly. I don't see why we got this, unfortunately. I don't understand the reason for this. I mean, I think hit like had a higher win rate. Maybe that's it. I don't see it. I think hit was fine. Super Saiyan Trunks had his skill 1 nerfed, unfortunately. I mean, I think this was coming, unfortunately, for Trunks players, including me. I love playing Trunks. Trunks just always had such a high win rates throughout the last few weeks from what we've been seeing. So I think that nerfing Trunks a little bit, just taking the top of his head shaved off, I think that's okay. We see the damage scaling when enemies total HP is below a certain amount was decreased from 150 to 135. So you just need to, honestly, I feel like the thing about Trunks though is that you just need to readjust to when to use your skill 1 a little bit now. And that's really it. And if you already have an additional cooldown, I don't think this really changes that much. I mean, it is a nerf, but what did this really change? You just gotta, like, understand the different HP requirement for you to assassinate with your skill 1. That's pretty much it. I mean, this could change some situations in these scenarios, but I mean, in my opinion, I don't think it does that much. Boma Youth. So Boma actually got a pretty decent nerf, I would say. So what they basically did is they changed her HP and armor values to where overall she has an HP nerf. We see again when it's just normally 8,000 to 5,000, 17,000 to 12,000. but her armor was increased from 4,000 to 5,000, then 9,000 to 12,000. So essentially how this works is now her HP values and her armor values are the exact same, which, I mean, again, she does have an overall HP nerf, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, actually, I'm gonna add this together because I didn't check. Yeah, so she basically loses roughly 1,000 to 2,000 HP throughout the match, which I think is good for her. She shouldn't, like, this means that you get less rats with Bulma. I think this addresses that a little bit, but not enough. Like, if I'm really thinking about it, if Bulma does get away, now she regenerates more of her HP. Which, again, because we know armor is just regenerating HP. So I think that yeah. Okay. I don't think this changes that much for Bulma and how good she is. You're gonna hear that a lot. Kefla! I think this does change quite a decent amount for her. Again, we see her skill 2 damage was decreased normally, and while her passive skill is activated, which is when she gets her vanish off, at least I believe it's when she gets her vanish off, she gains the increased damage to her skill plus the ability for her skill 2 to be fully charged, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, increase the cooldown time of vanishing step when an attack lands, increase the damage of skills after vanishing step is used. So I mean, it's 1/3, or I mean, it's just a flat like 100-ish per level, 100 to 150. Actually, this is almost 200 decrease in damage. Yeah, you're gonna definitely feel this for sure. You're gonna definitely feel this. Like, this is a lot. Like, what? So this is 200 damage here, and then this is another 200 damage here. So at level 3, you're gonna be losing 400 extra damage, which does matter. But she's so absurdly strong and skill 2 boosts and things like that that I think this is deserved. And then they could rechange her back when they remove that. We see her ultimate was actually nerfed as well, so the damage was decreased to 150. And then the damage fall off with the consecutive hits was also decreased to 6%. So she does have a lower damage fall off, but the overall damage was decreased. This is, of course, an overall Kefla nerf. Do I think this takes her out of the meta? No. Do I think that this is good? Yes. And I think that's it. No, there's one more. Oh no, that is it. Yeah. So, I mean, they're adding Goku Black to the Star Collection. We obviously talk about this for quite a while here, but chat. Okay. This patch sucks, I think. Unfortunately, this patch is just not good. Like, okay, we take a look at the buffs here. 17, he's buffed. Yay! Does this make her better than Goku Black? No. Does this make him better than Ultimate Gohan? No. Does this make him better than Frieza? I would say most likely no. Because these guys, I think Goku Black, Ultimate Gohan, Frieza, and even Kid Buu to an extent, I think they're just gonna have a much greater control of the battlefield and picking someone off and who you pick off. Goku Black, Gohan, Frieza, and again, even Kid Buu with his skill 2 grab can, to an extent, choose. Okay, we're gonna get this person and we're gonna kill him. We're gonna eviscerate this person. I'm gonna grab this guy with Kid Buu. I'm gonna lock him in with my walls or skill 2 stun. I'm gonna stagger this guy in a wall and then stun him again a second time. I'm going to apply a movement speed debuff, all defense down debuff, and grab this guy into a stagger. Let's kill this guy. Even with Goku Black, it could be multiple people, or even Frieza. I mean, even Gohan could do multiple people. What 17 does not do that. 17 has a stagger and a skill 2 reset, which you just aren't going to be using. It's such a low range, and just like, he doesn't even have the control. Even Hit can do that. Obviously, Hit has a much wider error of margin now, but 17 just doesn't have the presence in these team fights that these other technicals do, that are basically like mini DPSs. 17 is not that. 17 is an actual traditional support character. These guys are just sub DPSs, if not just. I mean, I had games where I do more damage than my DPS as Goku Black sometimes. Like I get more kills than my DPS as Goku Black sometimes. Like, it's absurd. And this guy didn't even get nerfed. They didn't even nerf him. The only thing that was nerfed was Bulma. Bardock's unaddressed. Toshi has a thing going on for God Goku, bro. Like someone on the dev team makes out with God Goku, bro. They have God Goku figurines, posters in their room. They're just like, man, I love God Goku. Take me back to 2014, 2015. Super Saiyan God. Oh God, yes. Bro, why is he still here? Who is this guy? Why is he in my house? Like, what is he doing here? Like, please, he's still here. There's no way you are not listening this much. There's no way you don't understand or see anything, like on social media, anywhere. These people have been complaining about this guy since April. It's been 4 months and we're not gonna see, guys, 99% chance we're not going to see another patch until September 9th. An entire month. Now let that sink in. Where that sink at? Let it in. September 9th is when I think we'll see the next patch notes. September 9th. We're stuck with Bardock. I mean, we'll see what the next tank does, but we're likely stuck with Bardock. We're stuck with Godku. We still have Kefla, who's going to be quite strong still. We're stuck with tower ratting because Bulma is still going to be able to tower rat. Bardock is still going to be able to rat towers. What does this patch change about the gameplay? Oh, you know, we nerfed Trunks a little. He's still going to be good. We nerfed Kefla a bit. She's still going to be good. Like, the only thing that this patch reasonably changes is that hit players are crying in a ditch. That's it. Like, what does this actually change? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters were changed, and we just talked about them all. Well, the no nerfs, no reasonable nerfs, nothing. Like Squadron Blast is like World Championship is just going to be, it's gonna be ratting. Like, we're just gonna see ratting. That's this like, oh my god, bro. I just don't know. I'm just, I don't know. Like cooler. What about cooler? Cooler fans in chat? Any cooler lovers, man? Like, do you guys like cooler? Are you a fan of him? An offensive based hero. I'll never forget that's his title. Like, the first thing you read about this guy, he's an offensive type hero. He's a tank! Let him tank! Let him tank! Why can't he tank? Why, Squidward? Why? I just don't. Why? Like, why, bro? Why? Like, what? This is not the one I made. Is it this one? Yeah. I mean, I'll put Goku Black here for the funnies, but I obviously think he's gonna nerds. Beers and even like, I don't know. Maybe Beers' buffs are fixed, but like, Gammas 17 got buffed. This is the one good thing I wanted to see. We saw Bulma nerf, Kefla nerf. We'll take that. You know, I feel like there's bigger issues. There's bigger issues ahead. And obviously, I put tower chipping is not adjusted again. They kept tower chipping the same. Dende's the exact same. Oh wait, this shows the other screen I was looking at, but whatever. Anyways, guys, whatever, man. Whatever. Just let me know what you're thinking, man. I don't know, man. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, I guess we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.